Who do we need to be to realize our greatest dreams singly and together? Who do we need to be to realize our greatest dreams singly and together? We got all the systems and the things and the parties and the synergy and the and we need to go from win-lose to win-win. Everybody's got the systemic abstractions, but that's the what, the where, the when. Who? Suggestion. Divine spark, cosmic being, uniquely invaluable messenger for bringing heaven to earth. Uniquely, just as you are, but every bit divine spark, as in from before birth and after death, cosmic being, roots in we are the cosmos, she is alive, and every bit of it is. And I can say simply to you what most people have to explain in great detail. This provides an experiential ground to avoid the abstractions and the piecemeal mechanistic ways of talking about ourselves as having parts and pieces and bodies and entities and mechanisms and all the rest. Now, what's in the way of being all of this? Suggestion. The original trauma iceberg that is still hidden from view, including in the trauma industry. The wound of wounds. First of all, you've already heard me go on record. There's no such thing as an inner child except as an abstraction. You have inner Akashic records of every moment you've lived, and they're all you. Everything, there's nothing about you that isn't you, including your brain. Your brain doesn't do anything without you. Quote your fear, quote your hassles, quote your triggers. This is all you. Ways you or younger versions of you that still live on in you speak. So when you notice, I'm anxious, I'm scared, I'm going to fuck up, these are all younger versions of you talking. And it's more simple to deal with all of these when you get the answer in the back of the book. How to soothe the trauma of traumas. It's just as you're doing here. You need to send a hug all the way in, down, and through. You can't do mental processing or emotional processing with an infant. You at birth were not welcome as divine spark cosmic being, uniquely valuable for bringing heaven to earth. You did not go through your infancy and childhood that way. You had to shrivel self-protectively into a bulwark, a fortress that was also a prison energetically. You had to learn to be a loner who could deal with gifts that nobody knew how to receive, let alone acknowledge and appreciate fully. Almost nobody. And so you have a backlog of all of these times. And everything that is, quote, a trigger is a calling up of some version of Rob going, oh no, I can't, or this is no much, no, it shouldn't be, whatever it is. That's an occasion for this. Listening, hearing, welcoming, acknowledging that those reactions are not to be dismissed as some incorrect or childish belief. They're understandable reactions at a time when you did not have recourse or support to anything else. And they each need to be welcomed that way, because that's the only way they were welcome, being soothed. And being welcomed into an inner family where they always have a voice. They always have a loving elder ready to witness, receive, and comfort. So you bring all of you noticing, which is intelligent, feeling, which is all caring, and willingly entering into, which is all empowering metabolic expression. You take joy in being able to do this. You don't have something better to do. This is bringing heaven to earth. The earthly is all that's embodied in you. Your most immediate challenge to bring heaven to earth is to infuse all these energies into what you've already made of mineral, animal, vegetable, animal energies into the human expression you are. What you do at morning and night, add this. Any vestiges of discomfort or something that's getting kicked up, turn to listen to inner voice or voices of you. Listen, hear, move into, extend yourself. Like the healing presence you're capable of being with people as a listening witness.
I've been helping other people my entire life on the outside.
I know you're amazing at it. I can tell how you talk to me.
Yeah.
So isn't this wonderful?
Yeah. To be able to turn that energy inward and heal the parts of myself that have been asking for this.
Parts have been partialized and particularized and partitioned, now being welcomed to have their voice. And the wonderful humbling of someone so talented, gifted, and natural, discovering what's fucking obvious to him and other people. But it helps you appreciate what you already know, but you can get now more concretely, how steadfastly, determinedly you have had to erect a shell that's ended up imprisoning you and cutting you off from your own wisdom and depth and love. That's the human condition, dude. You're going to have to get good at what you suck at, but that's exactly what you need to teach. You're not alone. That what you most suck at and need to deal with and learn to soothe and heal is exactly what will aid you dealing with dropping the ball or feeling like you're intimidated. It's wonderful. And the larger teaching, what eventually you may be able to distill for one nation, that the greatest effort, not just suicide as an act, it's the self-annihilation, the self-destruction that is pervasive, pandemic in the whole human race. We just put our finger on it today. This is the root of suicide.
That's something that I've dealt with my entire life. I'm only here still because each time the thought comes into my head, I'm told, if you do, you're going to come right back here. So you might as well keep going because you were born for a reason. And eventually you'll figure it out.
So I've been sent as a messenger to tell you, now you get why. Because exactly what's was so missing in you and makes you want to get the fuck out of here, exactly what needs to be learned and shared and spread, because everybody in this condition has some measure of this pain. The failure to be welcomed as divine spark cosmic being uniquely invaluable for bringing heaven to earth, as only you can, having that as indelible meeting from the first, leaves this. Because everybody comes from beyond knowing somehow intrinsically what's true, right, and good. We don't get responded that way. We got to go, holy shit, this sucks. Must be me. Let me make like that. Well, what we're covering today will help you very much grow the strength so you have the resourcefulness, creativity to engage in new conversations.
I am ready.
I know you wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be having this talk and this much fun otherwise.
This is a lot of fun.
We're like two jazz musicians who are jamming.
Yeah, except our jazz is intergenerational trauma healing.
Cosmic life jazz.
Yeah.
Yes.
How may I be of service to you?
Well, first, you have to know, or you have to hear. You know this, but you're not so likely to have it be at the forefront for you. Our meeting, you following up and asking for, let's do this again. You're receiving, you're drawing through me as much as you do. You're giving me the occasion to enunciate, articulate, express what's fresh, just at the edge, but in a way that's responding and valuable to somebody. All of this is priceless. This is already immense service to somebody like me who's percolating and cooking and all the rest, creating. Second thing, like Dr. Bob and Bill Wilson, I have the challenges you have. So you get you're being a service to me because I need to hear all the things I tell you.
Ah, yes.